I would just sort of break it off, clean up your cut point. And so here's the deadwood branch. So you can try just breaking it off. Yeah, it can come off really easily. Like, oh, I can't break it now. There, I broke it. Yeah.
This hole in here, it would fill up with water and it would just stay there. So I drilled the hole right through. So
That's a good idea. So it drains out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it might rot down your whole trunk line.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take off the stuff that we decided.
Okay.
In the back.
So I would clean up these cut points first, and just take it back till you get some nice, fresh wood, so it's not dead wood.
Come into here.
Yeah. That's still dead, or is it?
It's just starting to get green.
Okay.
Down here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting it.
And then there's some. If you want to clean it up more, there's some ball nose pruners that you can.
Okay.
Maybe try those too.
Well, I can clean that up when we get home. Let's just do the main cuttings now.
Okay.
And I'll do the more refined stuff now.
All right. So you.
So we decided.
Did you want to remove these lower branches here, the ones coming forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really.
All right.
It spoils the whole flow, I think.
Yeah, it does. It kind of goes back on itself. So yeah, you can rotate it around and get the best angle. And there's the cutting one. That really opens it up now.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. So if you want to replace that rock, we could do it now. It's just held in with wire here.
Yeah.
So there's wire cutters here. You can just snip the wire around the rock. I'll just rotate it around. You can do that front one first. Now, will it come out is the question. I don't know how long it's been in there.
Oh, it is really in there.
I wonder if it has to come out the front.
Oh, God.
The whole tree's coming out.
Okay, now.
I think the rock is actually bigger than.
Just gotta. Oh, I see. It's kind of dug in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
There it goes. There it goes. No problem. So your soil is very organic.
Yes.
So you have to be careful with the watering. Ideally on these ficus, they're supposed to go almost dry and then you water them thoroughly. So this soil will probably stay wet for quite a while. So here's the new rock.
Actually, some of the roots back here are actually dying.
Are they?
Yeah.
Would you repot it now at this time of year?
You could, yes. It would be probably beneficial to the tree to get it in a good, consistent bonsai soil. So, yeah.
I'll position it where you would like it.
Yeah, let's get rid of this other
in that way, even if
wire. If it'll fit in there, I don't know. Was it this way? I think it was this way, wasn't it? From behind? What do you think of that? Is it?
it's certainly the right shape.
It's close. It
Yeah.
needs a bit of fooling around. Maybe when you go to repot it,
This will
if
move
you
a
can
bit.
spread that root out a
Yeah.
bit and kind of get it in there a little better.
Okay.
But I think the basic size is
It's just
it's an improvement, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
The other rock wasn't bad, but it just stuck out way too much on this side. I think, yeah, if you can get this one a little more forward, I think it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll look quite nice.
Take off the top.
Yeah, I think the top. So Yeah, I would take, I would keep this branch for now and take it off at that junction there. Yeah. That's better already, isn't
wow,
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rock and top.
Yeah. So now I would take off that stub on this one sticking straight up there. Just take that back. And then this one, you've got a division here, so I would take it off back to there, keeping those two branches each side. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. And then you've got one out the back here. I would take the vertical part off, keep this one and the one here. So I would take off that vertical part sticking out, the thicker one.
The thicker one?
Yeah, yeah, right there. And then I'll get to the shears. So I'm putting these tools to the test to see if they...
Well, they feel nice in the hand, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
they're nicely made, aren't
They're
they?
a nice size.
And then this one, you've got a branch here. So I would maybe take it off
Take it right off.
right here, eh? Like that. And then we've got to reduce this side a bit too.
Mm.
You can see how it's sticking up now out of the profile.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a double branch here, so I'd take off this inside one like that. I'd prune this one back at least to here. Here. Maybe even take this one off. Yeah. This one's kind of crossing everything. I would take this one right out. Here. Like that. And just a little bit on here, this side now, and I think it's, you know, the major reduction work is done.
Looks
See that? Just a little long here.
huge improvement.
Would you keep all three of these? 1, 2, 3?
That's a difficult question because it's an interesting branch. It kind of comes down and then up.
Yes.
It's not a typical flowing branch, but it's interesting. And I would definitely get rid of the one that kind of cuts back on the branch itself, like from the front view. Sorry, from the front view, you can see this one.
Yes,
kinda is
that's the
going.
one I'm at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely take
Okay.
that one out. Yeah, I would take it out now. Get in there. You might need these ones maybe.
No.
No, you got it. Nice. Yeah, that looks much better. Yeah, so I think just a little reduction here now. So you're coming up. You've got a branch here, which is nice. You've got several vertical ones here, which don't look the greatest. Like this one and this couple
Right.
here. So I'd probably take those out.
Definitely.
Those little ones. You can keep that one coming out the front, it's all right. And then we're coming up, we're dividing kind of into three in this section, so I'd probably take this top one off, keep these two then.
Okay.
You agree with that?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Like that. And then this one's coming up. Again, it's dividing into three. I would probably take this one off on the inside here. It kind of cuts back
Yes.
rather than flowing outwards. So I'll take this one off. Like that. And again here, we've got this one. It's cutting back in towards the tree, so I would take that one off. And then I would take the vertical one off. Here. Like that. And maybe just prune these ones back a bit.
Yeah, 'cause these are starting to get higher than the plants.
Yeah, this one could come off this hole.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. Okay.
Does that look more
Yes.
balanced?
Much better.
Let's have a look from the front here.
Nice rounded.
Yeah, it's starting to get there, isn't it? It's. I still think there's a lot that can be done in this area. It's starting to look kind of messy, isn't it? But you can see the beginnings of it. Yeah, so, you know, probably this branch can come off eventually. Whenever you feel like it. Hey, have a look at it.
Would you take it off, like right to the, or would you leave this one here? Take all this off, have this kind of...
No matter what you do, it's a little awkward looking because it's
coming
straight
back
up
onto
from the
itself?
root.
Okay.
Like everything's kind of vertical here.
Right.
What will happen with this root eventually is it'll get a buttress base on it,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be like a solid column there. It'll look like the trunk eventually.
Okay.
Especially if you, when you're repotting this, try and develop a radial root system on your
Right.
aerial root,
Okay.
and it'll really flare and thicken up. It'll look good. And try and, if you can, straighten it out a bit so it's not curving back inwards, so
okay.
it's hanging kind of
And lower it
vertical.
down slightly?
The branch, you mean, or
No, the soil level.
It depends. Like, I wouldn't. This one's almost, it's been cut, this aerial root,
Yes.
and it's got new roots forming.
Yeah.
So
So you would pack this completely with some moss to try and...
probably,
Okay.
yeah. I don't think the tree needs to be raised anymore. Not at this stage, anyway.
Okay.
I think it's a good height in the pot. Yeah, I think maybe someday this whole top would come off and you'd develop it further out here.
If this is a...
Maybe, but
Does this serve any purpose? If not, I'll just take it off right now.
I don't think it does. Have a look. I don't see any. I think it just fills in a space there. But I don't think it.
So it's okay to... So it would be completely void like that.
Yeah,
Does that work? Like completely gone? Or
I like it, but do you like it?
would you leave it more something like that, or... No?
I don't know if it does need that.
No? Okay. Well, then let's just take it off.
I think it's kind of, you know, the inside of the curve here is usually like negative space, and
Right.
I think it's just cluttering that area up. Good cut.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that better.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a look. Gives it a bit of breathing room.
Yes. Yeah.
It's shaping up.
That was way too complicated before.
Yeah, it was just like a, your eye didn't know where to go.
That's
it was
right.
just like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's going on here? Which can be good in some trees, you know, you don't want everything obvious when you first look at
This
it.
can be thinned up a bit too, I think.
Yeah, you can work on creating kind of a flat
Yes.
pad there. All these, like, this is all vertical. You want to
Yes.
prune them back and try and get sort of a branch structure there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of refinement to go in the future on it, but
Okay. You wouldn't do that now?
if you have time. I don't know what time it is.
I don't have a watch.
Sure. If you do it, you can do it a lot quicker. So.
Okay. All right, we'll give it a trim, eh?
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just trim back a little more here. Okay, I think
Wonderful.
that's
pretty
enough
good.
for one
Yep,
session.
I think so.
Would you like to do my hair later?
Just this one, take it back, just the tip off there. And this one, just take the tip off. Just to get a little more
Yep.
ramification there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's definitely taken a step forward.
Good.
There's lots more to do on it.
Yes.
There's a weird branch growing from
Yeah.
the inside here. Actually, I should take that out. Eh? It's kind of going from a strange spot there. This one too.
I was going to say even the next one.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I'll just take the tip off here. Okay, I'm stopping now.
Okay.
No more pruning. There.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Let me just put something here to stop it rotating and have a look at it. Oh, that looks much more compact, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's even looking a little high here still, isn't it? Yeah. For the future. Yeah, I would say the next step, I would repot it into good bonsai soil.
Okay.
Try and get that rock fitted in the best you can.
Yes.
Try and straighten out this root, and it may mean that you might have to lift the whole branch up a bit to get the root to kind of swing straight. And the rock may force it out, so it'll do that.
Okay.
You can kind of wedge it in there to bring this branch up. This root will straighten out, and you get the rock in there.
Okay.
Just fit it the best you can, like.
And would you put the rock, would you put this branch just behind this lump? Like bring the rock fairly forward, or just this high point he would be underneath?
I would bring it underneath.
Right underneath?
And then as this thickens up, it'll form to the rock exactly.
Okay.
Because that'll thicken up over the years, and it'll just really conform to that rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. And then, you know, you might want to put a bit of sphagnum moss in this area to try and encourage roots to come down kind of in front of the rock to kind of get flare both directions. Right now it's kind of this direction, but if you can get some roots forming off here.
Okay.
Is that a root? Yeah, something to try and get that root base to flare out.
Okay.
I think that'll improve it a lot. And then just kind of work on getting a rounded canopy to it. So, you know, that typical, you're going to have like your umbrella shaped canopy, and then the structure underneath is going to be kind of wild. Have sort of this canopy and this one. Sort of like that. It's kind of, but to get that profile, that ficus profile of that canopy, it'll look really good.
Okay.
You can have all this chaos in here, but then you'll have this nice kind of umbrella canopy on it. It'll look really good. Here is a look at the tree now. It's kind of first restyling session, and I think it's looking good. I think it's, you can see the shape of it. There's lots more to work with in the future, lots more to do. But I think it's on its way to becoming a beautiful bonsai.
You look at the trunk line from the back.
That's pretty nice, isn't it?
Like without this.
Let me have a look.
You see the way stuff here used to must have all come down at one time? Because this must have been like this.
More vertical.
And the whole thing just snapped right off.
Yeah.
And that's why it must have been a big chunk in here that snapped off.
Yeah.
God knows what
It's
happened.
healed well though, hasn't it?
Oh, it's beautifully
Amazing.
healed.
That's amazing to heal it.
Yeah. And that's where you chopped it.
Yeah.
And look at it, it's already like that.
That's amazing,
I
isn't
know.
it? Wow.
I don't know if that's the best side, but it's kind of got two good sides.
It does.
For different reasons.
This is a nice area here, isn't it?
Yes.
Nice bark.
And it really flows up.
Flows well.
Yeah.
This side,
Not as much.
it's a little chunkier looking.
A little chunky here too. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's going to eventually.
Yeah. In 25 years, it might smooth out a bit.
It's a bit battle scarred.
So I don't know
on
if I
this
should
side.
let the sun go on this side so that it starts. Didn't realize it pulled over that much. But no, I was just looking at that, thinking, you know, for some reason I kind of almost like that side.
Yeah. You could even, you know, eventually cut that branch off here and develop a little pad here, so it's not growing up in front of the trunk. Everything else is quite nice though, isn't it? It's got a nice apex, a back branch.
Yeah.
These look good short like that. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I think that's all you need to do is prune these off really short.
Now you don't see this nice little cavern in here, which is kind of cool.
Right. And you can have a little Hobbit in here. Or something.
That's exactly what we were going to do. I was going to make a little door.
Or some little creature in there. I'm just trying to see if there's any other. Yeah, I think that's the only two views, isn't it?
Yes. Well, unless you want to do a windswept from over here, almost like that.
I see. Yeah. I think it comes too far forward, doesn't it? I guess you could tilt it back more,
but it does work. Even that works, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was tilted back a bit, I mean.
Yeah, I think I still like it better. Kind of that.
Yeah. Is that your favorite view?
It looks windswept.
So you like that side too?
I think so. Yeah.
See.
I just like that little.
You like the little pocket?
Because I'm looking at it thinking, hey, this looks good from the back
but
side.
that's okay. It can be a
smoother,
surprise
isn't it?
when you walk around it.
It's smoother from this side.
Like it doesn't look chopped.
No.
Because this covers the big hole.
Yeah.
Right. So you won't even see that, but it's got a nice bark and it's got a nice flow.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because if this is the front, you've got all these branches reaching straight towards you, which would have to be fixed for the future.
Yeah.
You probably only keep this one and this one and get pruned off, and maybe the front part of this one.
This one, keep this.
Yeah. So you'd remove the one that's sticking straight out, and probably this one and keep those two.
Yeah.
Everything else is looking good on it though. Like this one's a little tall at the back here.
Yes.
That could be cut down to.
I just wanted to get strong right
somewhere
now.
Here, yeah. Yeah, either of those.
Because I mean,
looks...
this is more than 90% chopped, so I don't want to push my luck.
Well, it's nice to see it again, though.
Yeah.
Alive and doing well. Boy, it sure changed from that first day, hasn't it? I like it. That's great. So, Manuela, here is the update to your Schefflera, which we really cut back hard, didn't we?
2 months ago, and it's growing back absolutely beautiful. It really
is. Thank goodness.
The only one that hasn't grown out is this one here.
Yeah.
But
so around the back here, you can
bad.
see this trunk has one shoot on it up front, but I see these little bulges here.
Some swelling.
That's where it's going to bud out from.
Yeah.
And that'll come as the root system gains strength. Especially if you give this area sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do today is, you can see this one branch is really strong and vigorous.
Yes.
So it's going to put a lot of energy. It's going to say, yeah, I'll go this branch long.
Instead of
so
the stubs.
I would prune this one off to about here, leaving a few leaves on, and that'll encourage more growth in this area.
Sounds good.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
it looks kind of funny sticking out the back too.
I think in the greenhouse it's being facing out this way, so we should reverse it then.
Yeah, so you want as much sun on this side as you can.
All right.
That way you'll get some back branches coming in here.
Okay.
And you really fill out this umbrella silhouette.
Mm-hmm. And the roots look really good.
So under here somewhere are the pruners.
Oh, maybe I put them away without
maybe.
thinking.
Yeah, you can use these ones.
Those ones? Okay.
They'll work.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would just, I'll give the scissors to you.
Oh, wonderful.
You get to do it.
Okay.
And I would keep...
here? No?
I would say right in here.
Oh, in there.
Keeping these 4 leaves.
Okay, so do you usually cut between the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Between the sections or internodes. Just like that.
Okay.
So that'll take a bit of vigor out of that branch. And there you go, I think. And I think this one will also eventually leaf out. This one here.
Okay.
Cuts stayed nice and dry, didn't they? And then eventually I can see, next time it gets repotted, raising it slightly in the pot to show a little bit more of the root base, which should be forming under there.
Okay. Would you put some sphagnum around the roots, or just keep spraying it?
I just keep spraying it. If it's in a greenhouse, this moss, really, you can see all the roots growing through the moss, which that's perfect.
Okay. Well, it gets looked after every day.
It's It's looking good.
It is. I'm really happy
So
with
I think,
it.
you know, you can put that in the Toronto
Oh, really? You
show
think they'll
as
let
trees
me?
in development. I think so. I think it's pretty
Okay.
cool. So the only other thing you could do is on that horizontal branch here,
Yes?
there's a shoot that's growing straight downward,
Yes.
and I would remove that because it's blocking your view of that branch.
So you're referring to this branch right
Yeah,
here?
I would take it right off.
Right at the base of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So now from the front you can see the branch.
Yes.
It's no longer hidden.
Yep, I
So
do.
there it is from the front. So you can see this horizontal branch, this low one. It also kind of helps fill in the silhouette a bit. I can see maybe a shoot developing here also.
Mhm.
It's turning green.
Yeah, it is. There's a nice swelling.
Yeah, so I would
developing.
keep the sun
Okay,
coming in this side
we'll do.
and just be patient, and I'm pretty sure you'll get it filling in.
I'm very patient.
And it's looking good. I really like it.
It's a huge difference from the monster I had.
Imagine that thing. You remember that?
It was
Great
crazy.
big pod. And
And I had problems with insects every single winter.
did you? Yeah. This is a
did.
little easier to manage, isn't
I
it?
think so. That's more interesting.
Well, it's great. I'm glad to see it again.
Thank you. Thank you very
I'm
much.
glad to see it doing so well. And
I would never have done that on my own. There's
No,
absolutely no way.
it was
So
a big
thank you.
step, wasn't it? It was.
Well, I come from a different school. We just like to see things grow big,
Yeah, I know.
and bonsai takes you down a totally different road.
It does. It's and they're hard to do, these big cuts. And when I started out in bonsai, I would never do something like that either. It's just over my years, I've seen it work, and
You're comfortable.
it develops, and so
Yeah.
I've seen the result you can get from big cuts like that. And yeah, that's the only way you can reduce something that size down and have it look good.
Oh, it's perfect.
So yeah, so at the Toronto Bonsai Society's fall show, we'll see
Okay.
this in the trees and training
Trees
section.
and training.
So that'll be
Okay.
exciting.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. It was nice having Manuela and Rino down once again in the bonsai zone. I got my large forest pruned up, which is looking quite nice, and I got to see all their trees again, an update on Manuela's and Rino's trees. That is all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.